Welcome to the reading. If this reading found you, there may be a message here for you or perhaps someone you know. You have found the exit. Before I begin, I channeled several numbers, and I want to begin with the song that I heard as I opened my eyes before the sun even came up. And I've been grappling with doing this reading for several hours. And so the lyrics I heard upon awakening is, all the leaves are brown and the sky is gray. Okay, and sorry. It didn't come to me right away that the song was California Dreaming. Okay, so with a heavy heart, the numbers that I channeled were 2, 3, 4. Something is progressing or progress or getting bigger. I also channeled 313, and I looked this one up. It said in 12er Shia Islam, I hope I'm saying that right, 313 is the number of soldiers in the army of the 12th Imam who will bring about a utopia in the end times. Sorry. I also channeled 707, which I got from that spiritual transformation. Also 353, embrace change and growth, transformation is coming. 454, I got stability around change. And 555, change, transformation, and freedom. Okay. So, all right. I got cut the cords. Okay. And before I go any further, I've been channeling the California, LA fires, and so I'm going to try to make this reading as general as possible, but that's what I've been channeling. So we got transformation reversed. Okay. We have the stone. Apocalypses. Regret. I know that I cannot change the past. We have the 9 of Pentacles. Reversed. And the 3 of Wands. Okay. Okay, so there's a lot of fire. Okay, so I'm sorry. Okay, so Cutting, cut the cords talks about our attachments to people, places, and things, and outcomes that limit our experience of joy. Any connection to situations or people that have a negative effect on us or drain our energy. We can create a negative cord when we have an expectation of the outcome of a situation, especially when it's out of our control. My prayers goes out to California right now. God, doesn't California Dreaming even talk about LA? Anyways. Okay, so if you find yourself hanging on to a situation or a person, but a situation that's out of your control, or if you find yourself hanging on to a situation that you know is unhealthy, like staying behind when evacuation orders have been given, the angels are guiding you to surrender the need to direct and control at this time. And cutting this cord will be an act of self-love and self-care. The reverse Nine of Pentacles talks about suffering a financial loss or financial issues. Also calls attention to anything you are hanging on to that isn't in your highest good. Okay. Okay, so Apocalypsis talks about removing the veil of deception. Indicates a particularly painful time. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just explain, I guess, why I'm so emotional. I'm not currently in California, but my home has been devastated. Well, not my personal home, but my home state has been hit by wildfires regularly, and I'm a fauna flora empath, and as I drove through the devastation, I sobbed uncontrollably from the loss of life. Sorry. And it's coming back up, so please excuse me. Okay, so removing the veil, particularly painful time. And the book literally talks about this energy being like a forest fire, devastation for the sake of regeneration. Okay, you know what? I'm sorry. I'll be right back. Okay, I apologize. I'm back, more composed. So, this Apocalypsis card reminds me of the Death card in the tarot, talking about transformation and rebirth. And having faith in the process and holding on to your center. Okay. Trusting that anything taking place is in your highest good. Now the stone speaks of the eternal, the anchor. I'm hearing the only thing that's permanent is change. Okay. And I'm also getting in Jewish mourning traditions, Stones are left at graves rather than flowers. And now I'm picturing the three little pigs and the brick house. Um, okay, and the big bad wolf is high winds and a spark. Um, Also, the stone grounds us to the earth and to the present moment. And when it's the dark aspect, um, it speaks of clinging to the past. Okay. Now, I know that I cannot change the past. Things outside of our control. I'm hearing the serenity prayer. Grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change. And then it goes on to say, accepting hardship as a pathway to peace, taking, as Jesus did, this sinful world as it is, not as I would have it, trusting that you will make all things right if I surrender to your will. Okay. Okay, so I'm getting when we don't surrender to God's will and we resist transforming or changing, when we try to control the situation, God takes it out of our control, okay? And that can be a painful process. Okay, so the Three of Wands talks about, and it's interesting, this Three of Wands is sitting here with a torch, and it looks like these other two wands are on fire as well. Then this is actually a new deck to me. I'm not sure how many cards actually have fire in them. In fact, I'm curious enough to check. Hold on one more second. Okay, I'm back. So I found 3 wand cards, excuse me, that have fire in them. I think this is the Page of Wands. And this is the, oh, I got boobies. This is the Knight of Wands. Okay. So there is fire in other cards. But the Three of Wands specifically talks about moving, progress, and that would relate to the 2, 3, 4 that I saw, and freedom, and that would be the 5, 5, 5, right? Also talks about stepping out of our comfort zone, and when we resist change, we will be moved out of our comfort zone, right? And it also speaks of foresight, and what that's kind of bringing up to me is Joe Rogan has a podcast, and I believe he used to live in LA until a firefighter warned him that this could potentially happen in LA, this fire. And I believe he moved the show and everything, his family, to Texas. So, I know this message was very specific, and I almost didn't even do this reading, but I was compelled to, so here you have it. I hope it was helpful. I hope you were able to glean some message or another out of it. But just an added encouragement from Spirit. If you're told to evacuate, please do. Please release these attachments to physical property. Your life is so much more important. Don't resist this transformation, because resistance just makes it more painful. Okay? And my heart goes out to you if you've suffered from this fire. And I think that that's gonna be it for me. I know this was a shorter reading, but I hope you were able to glean something from it, and I guess I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.